We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button. Tell me when you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with SENS Stock, Sensonics Holdings Inc. And it continues to have strength on 42 vision, push up higher, and many stocks and the overall market and the SPY were sitting sideways or even pulling downwards. Our SPY bot towards the end of the day sent out a bull indicator, and those call options were up 50% plus. And then towards the last few minutes of the day, it sent us a bear indicator, and those put options were up 80% plus within the volatility, guys. I mean, this is a new release that we just got over at the Discord. It lets us have that edge that everyone deserves to maximize on opportunities in a timely manner, whether it's the SPY or to know what's going on in the overall market within the volatility. Receive the clarity one deserves to maximize through it all. So SCNS stock here has been strong on 42 vision for consecutive days, almost going into 2 weeks now. And we're going to break it all down in today's video. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunity I mentioned this morning that nearly reached home run territory, missed it by 1%. And right after that, we're going to jump right into it here with SCNS stock and everything going on within the charts, 42 vision and ultimate 42 vision as well. So the opportunity I mentioned this morning turned out to be phenomenal and beyond expectations, and it missed home run territory by 1%, guys. If you guys want to get on early with us every single morning, we strive for opportunities like these. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So this is the one stock I was watching this morning, PHUN, and how it performed was beyond expectations. We caught this one in the pre-market as it was pulling upwards. It jumped up nearly 5 to 10% in a matter of minutes, and then it pulled back down and continued to jump up between 5 to 10%, consolidated for a few hours, but from the moment we mentioned it to its dip to the highest point, it gave 19% plus, guys. It nearly reached home run territory and missed it by 1%. If you guys want to get on early with us, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we're going to jump right into it here with these charts. So here we are with SENS Stock, Sensonics Holdings Inc. And I want to share with you guys 3 areas where we've had reversals once we got to white with red borders. You can see one here, right? White with red borders goes into green with strength. White with red borders go into green, but it didn't go the full transition and missed this part, right? But it did a transition there. And then we have this one right here where you actually have white with red borders and then full strength in the charts, guys, back to back for several days. So some reversals are stronger than others, some are weaker than others, but 42 vision allows you to see the dips and the rips and how long they're lasting with strength. So where SCNS stock is right now, there are key levels, resistance, and supports to watch. But one of the key things I'm watching is how much further away could it go with strength away from this dip area here of extreme weakness. This is extreme strength, and eventually the reversal will come, and those reversals do happen pretty fast. And this is an example of one, right? Full strength goes into dark green with red borders, goes into red, goes into white. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen overnight or tomorrow or in the next few days, but you do want to be aware that we are at the peak of extreme strength, and eventually there will be a transition just based off 42 vision that will allow us to see when things are going into weakness. That's the main thing I'm going to be watching. The second thing is ultimate 42 vision, the bull and bear indicators, which you can gain access to as well in conjunction with 42 vision, which allows you to see the dips and the rips as the colors change in the bars. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators to receive the clarity you deserve to maximize on opportunities within the volatility. Now, we had one bear indicator pop up in this whole entire strength here of the 30-minute, right? It went from bull indicator here to this bear indicator, very short-lived, bull indicator here, and full strength. So I'm going to be watching when this strength starts to die out or have trouble going higher. That's the key thing right now, to be able to watch and see how far could this go in the short term. And if this strength continues, that's going to be a sign that the bulls are still dominating, still under that bull indicator and no bear indicator. And if another bear indicator was to pop up, I'm not going to overreact with it, because the last one that popped up was very short-lived. And look how fast those transitions were. It went from green, dark green with red borders, to red, and then shifted right back up. The only thing that was missing was white with red borders. Didn't even pop up because it wasn't necessary, and things just went back up. So it's super important to realize that in this strength, right, that the stock is going to continue possibly going into whatever hype and speculation investors have, because everyone's talking about the FDA approval. We've talked about it in previous videos, how the FDA was going to take a look at their product in the next few weeks, and that was in January, and here we are in February, a few weeks later, almost a month and a half later, and people are anticipating some type of information. Now, not only that, but a lot of investors, institutional investors and hedge funds, have upped their position from last year up to this point as well, and that is very interesting within the behavior of the stock going lower, and now we're taking off. So a lot of options too. If you look at the volume on call options, a month out, 2 months out, weeks out, there's a lot of volume and open interest, and that's also pushing up the stock higher. Now, on the 30-minute, things are looking a little bit more volatile, right? It got a bull and bear indicator, but if you put the 4-hour, this has been a clean reversal here of strength. I'm going to continue to be watching this as well. Dip area right here, white with red borders right here as well. Consolidated, got that bull indicator since way down here at 234, and this has just been pure strength to the upside, right? And if this continues, that is going to be a key sign of strength that the bulls are dominating. I'm going to be looking too if eventually a bar pops up like this one and quickly transitions into green, dark green with red borders, because that could be a signification that a sell-off or outflows or outweighing the inflows, and you want to be able to have the hindsight, right? That's what I like to call it, with 42 vision and the clarity to see these things as they play out, because it's super important to not get caught up in the hype and speculation and not see what's going on, because right now everything seems fine. It's going higher, but we need to talk about the reality as well. I don't like to sugarcoat things. I like to be very honest and upfront, because this is a penny stock. Yes, its future is bright if this FDA approval goes through and it continues to expand and continues to get a pie or a piece of the pie, right? Not the full pie, because it's a lot of different companies, but a piece of the pie of its niche and expanding and growth. The potential's there because its competitors are 10x this or even 20x what its value is right now. So super important to realize that the potential, yes, but it's a penny stock. It has a lot to do in the future, and this is the only positive catalyst right now that SCNS stock has in the short term. Now in the long term, it's going to take much more. It's going to take revenue growth, but this could be a step in that direction. Now, the highest point here that we saw back in November of last year was 427. The bulls need to break through that. That is a key resistance level to continue the strength and continue to push up higher. But before getting there, today's high was 370. Definitely needs to be broken through, then get to $4, then 427. And the support I'm watching is the low of the day of 340, and also right here, the second point of 350, right around this area. I'll be watching how it's reacting within that area, and if the bulls can bounce out of it, or if the bears are going to start tearing it down from within those levels. Now, again, if I pull up the 1 day, you could see their strength as well, but a full transition is happening right now, okay? We are now at bright green here, right? And 2 bars. The last time we had strength, it lasted about 5 to 7 bars of full strength. But within that transition, 5 of them were actually pretty long and showing real strength. The rest was kind of like consolidation before the reversal. So I'm going to be watching how many more of these can pop up before things start to slow down. And one of the main things will be a green, right, with red borders popping up, or how fast this goes back towards dark green with red borders and if a bear indicator pops up. These are the key things I'm watching as this is moving upwards pretty fast, because today, based off its highs and from the lowest point way down here, the stock is up significantly and substantially, nearly almost a 50 to 70% plus move. So super important to realize it's really close to almost 100% from the lows down here of 210. It's not that far from it, just a few cents away, but the stock has been pretty strong, has been substantial in growth here within the chart, and we want to see this continue, because if FDA is going to come out and say something, it's either going to make it or break it within the charts, direction up or down, and also the future of the company. And if everyone is anticipating it and this much money is flowing in, because the only way for a stock to move up like this, inflows have to be higher than the outflows, then there is someone that knows something, and that is because the FDA approval or something positive is about to be announced. Unless all of this inflow is just pure speculation, no one knows anything, and they're just piling in on their position to hopefully get on early if something was to happen, and they're just speculating that it may happen. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.